Race Room has just had its biggest update yet, with new graphics, new cars and built-in ranked multiplayer. In this video, I'm going to tell you what's good about it, what's changed, what you should expect and why you probably should install Race Room right this second and give it a go for yourself. Unsubscribe so you can subscribe to then unsubscribe to subscribe again. Clicking the like button too many times will make you bold. And of course, a huge thanks to all our paying channel members on YouTube, Twitch and Patreon. Without your support, we wouldn't be here. If you want to support us, there's a link in the description. But keep in mind, it won't make your life any better. Quite the contrary. Finally, built-in ranked racing. Oh my goodness, if only Race Room had this 10 years ago. But it's here now, and that's all that matters. And what does this mean? Well, it means that when you go into Race Room, when you go into the multiplayer tab, the first thing you're greeted with are half-hour and hourly ranked races that you can just jump into and have a split-based ranked race. You'll be put in a split with other people that are a similar skill level to you. It will track if you're being a safe driver or not, and you can just know what to jump in and drive and what's currently being raced, which makes working out what content to get or not to get a lot more simple. In presentation and how it works, it's very similar to Le Mans Ultimate and a bit like Gran Turismo, where you have your daily races, which are every half hour or so, and then you have some special events and weekly races. Obviously, this is the first day of the online ranked racing, so things are likely to change as things are fleshed out more. But yeah, don't expect to have the variety that you have in something like iRacing. This is a lot more focused, but more dynamic and variable than what you have in LMU, because Race Room has much wider range of cars. So at the moment, they're running MX-5s, some 90s touring cars, and then they've also got a special race with hypercars running at the weekend. As I say, the main thing is just having a focal multiplayer with ranking and skill tracking that allows you to know what's running, what's active, and what you can have a bloody good race with. It's what I think is the bare minimum for any racing simulator to actually work properly online. And with our testing, we did a bit of the 90s touring car racing along with the MX-5, where we happened to be racing against none other than the hairy eagle himself, Matt Malone. And I have to say, the racing was absolutely superb. Mostly because Race Room has a really nice forgiving time model that allows you to actually hold, slip and balance the cars, unlike some other simulators. And it has really good car contact netcode, which means you can be a bit aggressive without it ruining yours or other people's races. So it's just a lot less frustrating to race in this compared to iRacing, for example. Le Mans Ultimate, I think, is also quite similar in that regard, and so it's great to see more simulators with the forgiving netcode and somewhat more realistic tyre behaviour actually have ranking systems in them. The MX-5 as well is an absolute perfect fit. I hope they just keep running this on the different tracks they've got with large grids. That alone is just an absolutely fantastic game, guaranteed for you to get great racing. Now, with this being the first few days of the multiplayer, we did notice they had quite a few server issues. There were instances where you couldn't join into the server or the multiplayer went down entirely. I imagine that's something that they're going to be able to polish and improve over the coming weeks. Hopefully they do. If they don't, we'll report on that. But yeah, it's the first day, so I think things are still a little bit in flux. But if they can get this to work as well as it did when there weren't server issues, and that's now the new Race Room baseline, this is absolutely superb. Now, along with the ranked multiplayer, we also have graphics updates, and you can see here some before and afters of what the game looked like in the past and what it now looks like in the present, which is the future from the past. But don't get caught in the past or the future, because if you are, you're probably in a bad 80s film. But you can see the new graphics just make things look a little bit more shiny, a little bit more natural, a little bit more contemporary. I wouldn't say the graphics changes are utterly mind-blowing and truly next-gen. Race Room now looks like what you'd expect from a sim about 10 years ago as opposed to a sim from 300 years ago. but it's pleasant to look at. It's more than good enough for you to be immersed and have fun driving it without you feeling like the graphics are super obnoxious. You will find some tracks in Race Room definitely look a lot better than others. I think a lot of that is to do with just when the tracks were developed and the quality of the trees and surrounding assets. But a really big advantage of Race Room, and this has been the case for a long time, not just this update, is that it generally just runs really well on a wide range of equipment. Because it is an older simulator, it's designed to run on older computers fundamentally. But you also find as well the track models and the details in this sim are really nice. The developer of this simulator has always put in a huge amount of detail to the tracks, the track surroundings, and the placement of everything. It feels really solid, and the tracks are really nice quality. And especially when you consider the pricing of the tracks and content in this game, it's a very good pricing to quality ratio. That's not to say though some tracks in this game do look a little bit more dated than other tracks. Stuff like the trees are not the best in this simulator, and I have to call attention to it, guys, because it would just be disgusting if I didn't. The grass in this simulator is a real letdown. I don't even think there is individual blades of grass. So, you know, that to me basically it means that it's almost not worth getting this. If it wasn't for the good netcode and the online racing, it's almost the grass ruins this game, you know. But you can't have everything, can you? To answer the obvious questions that we'll always get asked, people will say, does it drive better than the original Assetto Corsa? I don't think so. AC1's got better force feedback, it's more pokey, more agile, more exciting to drive, but AC1 doesn't have built-in ranked multiplayer. You have to do low fuel motorsports, which is great, but not built into the game. This has much better netcode than AC1, and compared to Le Mans Ultimate, a lot more variety to drive, not just super fast GT and hypercars, though it does have those cars as well. But where I think Race Room really shines is it's many of its sort of 90s vehicles, its 90s touring cars, 90s DTM, and even the 2012 DTM in Race Room are so fun to race and drive. And it was before DTM got destroyed by GT3 ITIS. Hopefully they do some ranked racing with that at some point. But just the vintage cars in this MX-5 and stuff like that I think is a really good sweet spot for Race Room. And ultimately, whenever I play Race Room, I have fun races in it. And I think this is the thing. It's like, who cares what's more or less realistic? Can you balance a car in slip and hold the slip? Can you have a little bit of car contact? And can you race other people and have a fun time racing? That is the main thing with any video game, and I think Race Room has always really nailed that component. And now, with the ranked racing, it means it's going to amplify that component of Race Room that was the best component of it in the first place. So all told, I'm actually super hyped about this ranked racing system in the simulator, and I'm looking forward to doing more online racing with people and just making people cry by beating them off online, because obviously I'm one of the best drivers in the world, so most people are behind us, and I just enjoy feasting on the tears. If only Race Room had voice chat in it like iRacing, so we could enjoy the audible anguish and swearing at us that we get in iRacing. Sadly, that's not in Race Room, as I say, at this point in time. Maybe one day it will be. Ultimately, it's a free-to-play game. You can download it, you can try it out for yourself, you can demo what's available there. You will have to buy some of the content if you want to do the multiplayer at the moment. It will depend whether the track or the car is content that's in the base free game or whether it's paid content. What I would say, if you're going to buy stuff in this game, buy some VRP through the Race Room store to then buy the game. That's cheaper. And what I would say is, Race Room developers, now is time to put the game on sale. Do the complete edition for £35, £40 or something. Do a really good compelling sale, and this is when to do it. So people could just buy that and do the multiplayer and have a really good time. Do a big sale. Come on, guys. Maybe they will do. Maybe they're waiting a week or so to really polish out the multiplayer before they go full attack on the sales of it. But come on, this is the time to put the game on sale so people can buy it and enjoy the multiplayer. But yes, guys, there you go. That is a rundown of Race Room's truly game-changing update. Thanks for watching this video. I look forward to racing you online. We'll do some more Race Room stuff very soon. Take care, happy tea drinking, and goodbye.